One, you're alive.
Hi, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, whatever time it is in the day. Okay, I hope you're having a happy Sunday and you're awesome. I'm Joy Waiter and I'm the team lead of Go a Bit Further Africa. And I'm so delighted to actually welcome you to this live broadcast this evening. Okay, I'm from Nigeria and it's evening here. Okay, right. So this is um, fireside visual conversation, right? It's in anticipation for becoming visual compositor. Most of you might have been hearing about visual compositor, and if you have not even heard about it once, I'm going to give you a spicy introduction of what visual compositor is about, right? I think this is the third one, right? Third one, or third cohort, third session, right, that we're having. And for the first and the second, which happened 2 years back, and I think the year before, it was massive, it was awesome, it was memorable, it was impactful. Okay, all kinds of adjectives you could use for it. Right, so let me just get you to the crux of the matter. Visual compositor is a visual tour, as the name implies, organized for university students or campus students, even if you are in um, college of education, it's still relevant to you. Okay, so that is where we talk about you and what you stand to gain after you graduate. What is in store for you. The way the educational system in Africa is these days, if you're not prepared to succeed after your graduation, then you have just prepared to fail. So the venture composter actually gets you prepared for the opportunities that are out there. Believe you me, if you I've never even thought about the opportunities that lies ahead of you. I think virtual compositor will help you to believe, will help you to understand, will help you to get the main thing, like focus on your focus, right? It will help you to put effort on the major things. It will help you to create a stream of income, even diverse streams of income, and help you to create a future for yourself after school, even when the government has not provided jobs for you. Yes. So we have had the likes of Victoria Uwana Ndu, and we have had the likes of um, this storytelling guy. We've had the likes of um, you know, awesome conveners out there that have actually come to impact students in the past few years. And this year is nothing going, it's not going to be short of amazing. Okay. And if you have any questions, if you have any suggestion, let me put it that way. And if you have anything that's just mind boggling, tonight is the night where we'll be addressing all of those issues before the eventual visual campus store. All right. So our speaker for tonight is even what interests me, the most interesting part of all of this, which is the person of Andrew Moore, Mr. Andrew Igbineweka. And he's actually the director of Go Bit Further Africa. Okay. And he's the one that put this together with the team so that you can actually benefit and find a way around your future, okay, as a fresh graduate or even as someone serving NYC, wherever you are, whatever stage you are in life, okay. So, Mr. Andre Igbineweka, for a short introduction, Mr. Andre Igbineweka is the founder of Go Bit Further Africa and the lead mentor at Go Bit Further Academy. He's a community management consultant. You can check him out on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Then he's very passionate about having university students to learn. relevant skills, digital skills, writing, um, graphic designing, um, name it, marketing, digital marketing, social media market, just name it. He's very passionate about that, and not just now. It has been there since 25th, um, 2018, sorry, when the Go Before the Africa began. And he would love to help you escape the clause of unemployment and unemployability. I want you to take note of the words that are actually used there. They are not the same. Unemployment might though. I think it's time for me to bring on board the man of the moment. Okay, so drum rolls, drum rolls, drum rolls, as we invite Mr. Andrew Igbineweka to come and give you value for tonight. Please remember to prepare your questions and get them across when the time comes. Thank you. Mr. Andrew Igbineweka, you're welcome on board, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for having me. I want to welcome each and every one of you to this conversation this evening. And so, like the moderator has said, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are in the world. And this is going to be a quick conversation about how to curate your learning experiences, how to show up for your own personal evolution. And it's going to be a quick one because we have so much that we've lined up for this very edition of the Virtual Campus Store. And make sure that you find us on YouTube, find us on Facebook, and share with your friends so that they can join us on this conversation. So moving forward quickly, this is the 6th edition of our Virtual Campus Store. And what we've done for the past, 5 editions is that we have exported knowledge, right? We've exported knowledge from people we consider to be experts in different fields. We've exported that knowledge to university students who are looking to acquire key skills that will better position them for life after school. What we believe at Go Further is that it is not a wise decision to delegate your evolution or your learning experience to the hands of people who do not really care about the turnout of the events of your life. And so we want to help you to curate your learning experience such that by the time you are leaving the university, you are better equipped for the life that comes next, right? So that is why we've been having the virtual campus experience for the past 5 years. And this year we are going to be 5. We are going to be 5. So it means we've spent 5 years doing this, and we've seen so many people's life changed for the better. You can go on our Facebook community, go on our Facebook page, you can go on our Instagram profile, and then you will see testimonials of students who have been through either our virtual campus experience or our own academy, where we've consistently ensured that they are learning what they need to learn in order to be better positioned for the opportunities that they are looking for. And today I'm very proud of my team for the evolution that has happened over time, serving the Go a Bit Further community and serving the students that have been part of us for the past 5 years. And we are excited today to be anticipating our 5th anniversary. and we look forward to an exciting experience. Make sure you join us for this experience. If you've not signed up for the Virtual Campus Store, do so by going to any of our platforms on Facebook, on Instagram, and then click the link to get yourself on the platform. So right into what we have planned for today. The topic for today is showing up for your own personal evolution. Showing up for your own personal evolution. It's very important that you are a participant in your own evolution. A lot of people would just sit back, especially, university students will sit back and then rely on the system to, in their mind, they feel that the system is designed to equip them, but that's not the reality. Because for the past 5 years, we've seen university students who leave the university and still cannot articulate, the solution that they are going to provide, even to the organizations that are willing to engage them, in a job or engage them on a project. And so we want to tackle that and provide, an experience that caters to that need. And that's what we've been doing for the past 5 years. We've had amazing speakers. We've had the like of Salem King. We've had the likes of Victoria Luana. We've had the likes of Miracle Erwin. So many amazing people who have come on our platform to share knowledge. And today, we are going to just dive right into the conversation, right? How can you show up for your own personal evolution as a university student, right? As a university student. Now, the objective of this brief session is minimizing your campus time for future success, right? So the idea is after this experience, you'll be able to know what you can do with your time on campus to better position for life after school. You also gain practical work experience because we are going to provide, opportunities for you to volunteer, opportunities for you to be a part of a project, so that you can then enrich your learning experience. Also, as much as we can, provide enrichment resources so that you can discover yourself, you can uncover your talent, uncover the things that make you unique, and so that you can serve that to the world, right? And we'll also be exposing you to skills for the future, because that's basically what we are about, exposing you to skills for the future. Now, maximizing your campus time for future success. A lot of the time, people say there's this usual conversation that's always, on the I've just graduated from the university and they're asking me for 5-year experience. How am I able to get that? But the amazing thing is that there are a lot of experiences that you can gain on campus that will prepare you for life after school, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to establish your clear academic goals and timelines, right? So you're doing a course for 4 years. What are the experiences that you hope to garner within that period? You have to set clear goals for not just your academic goals, also your career goals. You're studying a course. Some of you are studying a course that you did not apply for. You have to tell yourself, okay, what do I need to start to do to learn or to acquire the skill set for the kind of jobs that I want to do in the future? You have to establish that. You also want to engage in extracurricular activities for personal growth. A lot of people, we had one of our students from our first virtual campus store who spent her time going to class, going to church, and that was it. Only class and church, no other extracurricular activities. And when she was done with school, she realized that she has wasted her time. And so we don't want that for you. And that's why we always encourage university students to volunteer. We encourage them to engage in extracurricular activities, to build, to enrich and deepen their experience, because that is what you would use and deploy when you are serving your employers, or when you want to maybe pick up your own project or business. Another thing you want to do is that you want to network with your professors, your peers, and industry professionals while you're on campus. It is easier to build relationships before you need those relationships, right? If you're just waiting for when you need that help, you probably are going to find it difficult to build that relationship. Right? Now, the next thing is to attend workshops, seminars, and career fairs, because in such context, you're going to find people who are driven by the things you are also driven, towards. Right? Now, gaining practical work experience. A lot of us are complaining that we are ill prepared. When they ask you what's your plan for life after school, you say, I don't know. I've not had that conversation before. And so, what you want to do is you want to take your time on campus to build the key experiences that you need, to acquire the practical work experience that you need for the kind of jobs that you're looking to work at. And one of the examples I love to give, something that helped me and that has helped a lot of the volunteers that we've worked with, a lot of the people that are part of our community, is to either start your own personal project or collaborate with a friend or someone who's already doing something, or you reach out to an organization to intern or to volunteer for their project. That way you'll be able to gain practical experience. Excuse me. Practical experiences. So you want to secure either internship or part-time jobs related to your field, right? You want to also join student organizations or clubs that align with your interest. You also want to volunteer for campus events and community projects and collaborate on research projects with your professor. Some of you can do that, right? You have professors who do not have tech skills and they are looking to build something in that line. You can volunteer your tech skills, or you can learn these skills and then export that skill to helping your professors, so that can even help you build relationships, relationships that you probably need later in life. Maybe you need someone to recommend you. You need someone to maybe help you write a recommendation letter. Those are things that you want to do right now that you are still on campus. Now, the resources, there are library resources and there are academic journals that you can leverage. There are also a ton of things that you can take on online, a ton of courses that you can take online, right? At Go A Bit Further Africa, we have the academy arm of Go A Bit Further Africa, where we incubate students. We call it a lifelong learning experience, because over time we provide resources so that they can enrich their capacity. So at the end of the day, when they are leaving the university, they are not leaving the university like every other university student. They are leaving the university armed with the skill sets that is relevant to today's ever-evolving workspace. And that is our goal, to ensure that students who leave Go A Bit Further Africa are equipped to solve actual problems in the workspace, not just theoretics, right? Not just theories, not just yes, I graduated with a first class. No, are you able to deploy that knowledge to solving solving a problem, right? Are you able to deploy that knowledge as a solution to a problem? If you can't do that, then you can say that yes, you've learned during your period in the university, right? And we also offer career advisory to university students who are looking to gain clarity on what they are supposed to be doing, right? So we take an inventory of your skill set, we do mock interviews, we do trainings also, we do CV writing, employability skills trainings for university students, so that they are well prepared for life after school, right? Now, some of the skills that we teach, right? And we are practical oriented. A lot of my mentees, a lot of our students are able to, apply themselves to the real world, because the way we teach them is to get them to work on projects, right? Get them to volunteer for projects. And when we are doing that, our goal is to ensure that they are learning, because one of the major problems of the education system is that there's no orientation that gets students to apply the things that they are learning. So you are just learning a lot of things, and when knowledge is gained and it's not applied, that knowledge can be lost. So you see that you studied a course for 4 years, you leave the university, but you cannot boast that what you've learned for 4 years, you are able and capable of applying it. Right? So that is what we combat at Go A Bit Further Africa. right? So we teach skills like adaptability, we teach skills like communication skills, we teach critical thinking, we teach problem solving and teamwork. So you always have people to work with, right? And with these key skills, which you're not being taught in the university, you see a student who has studied computer engineering or computer science is not able to articulate their ideas, right? And oftentimes when we engage with these people, you hear things like, no, those kind of skills are for people who are studying English and mass communication and the rest. Meanwhile, if you are not able to, to translate your knowledge into solutions, right? You're not able to communicate that knowledge so that people who are listening to you can see how that applies in solving their problems. You cannot provide solutions. That your skill or whatever cannot be translated to financial returns. Right? It's very important that you are able to communicate. It's very important that you're able to think critically on how to solve the problems that are around you, right? How to innovate around the problems that you are faced or the problems that people are faced. Now, these would even help you communicate better, to help you, it will deepen your personality, it will help you gain a rounded knowledge about your environment, about the people that are within your environment, and how that you can solve problems for them, right? If you are learning something and you don't know how to turn that into a solution for the people that you engage with every day, then you are failing. Knowledge is not just for acquisition, it is to be applied to solving a problem, right? And those are some of the skills that we are going to be looking at, even in this virtual campus experience that is coming up on the 20th to 22nd of October, right? We have amazing speakers that we've lined up, people who have practical experiences, and they are going to be sharing with you. If you've followed us for the past 5 years, you know that the people that we bring on board are they always have track record. They always have track record. So this is something I want you to be a part of. So tell your friends to be a part of it, right? Tell your friends to be a part of it. Now, to be able to curate your own learning experience, you have to be actively involved. You have to be actively involved. Don't rely on what you're learning in school, right? Don't rely on what you're learning in school. It's very important that you are actively involved in your own evolution. Very important. And how can you do that? One of the ways that I recommend is that you go online, research jobs that you think that in the next 1-2 years, maybe when you leave this university, those are the kind of jobs you hope to work with. What you want to do is you want to look at the skill set, the requirements, and then you want to use your time on campus to begin to acquire the experiences and the skills for those things. If you are able to do that, by the time you're leaving the university, you will see that you have learned so much than even your peers. So those are some of the things that we advocate for here at Go A Bit Further Africa, right? So enroll, in workshops for communication and leadership skills. Take up, coding or data analysis courses for technical, proficiency. Some of these things you can learn online. There are so many of them, and some of these things are what we're going to be providing for people who come on board on this very edition of the Virtual Campus Store, right? So be a part of it. Now, the final conclusion. The conclusion here is simple, right? Your university years are a valuable period for your personal evolution. If you don't know it, please know it now. Nobody anywhere, right, is sitting down to think about you, about how you're going to succeed. If you don't take it into your hands, you're going to end up like so many other university students who have left the university but cannot apply what they've learned, right? You're going to be like them. You're going to realize that if you do not show up for your own evolution, you are going to end up frustrated. You're going to graduate from the university and you don't even know your left from your right. You don't know what you want to do because the university environment creates a false reality. So because everything is planned for you already. So you know when to be in class, You know when to be in the hostel, you know where to be in your lodge or wherever you stay, you know where to be part-time. So you think that is what would happen when you now leave the school. And then you leave the school and you see that everything now rests on your shoulder. You now have to plan everything. So you need to show up really for your own evolution, to prepare for the kind of opportunities that you are looking for, right? So make the most of the resources, of the experiences, of the relationships that you build. Don't fall into the temptation of, you having cliques, and so there are some kind of people that you roll with. You don't roll with other kind of people. Those are the things that you need to avoid by all means possible. You need to avoid it. You want to build a rich network while you are on campus, because by the time you leave the campus environment, you are going to see that the network that you have built successfully on campus are going to be a launch pad for you, when you graduate from the university. I have experienced it personally. A lot of my mentees, a lot of our students are going before that Africa have experienced the same thing, right? So you want to be very intentional about the people that you are meeting every day and every time. Now, who are the kind of people for you to start to build your network around? You want to build your network, you want to have a mentor. And in the virtual campus store, we're going to teach you how to do all of this. Even if when you join, the platform, we're also going to expose you to how to connect with a mentor, how to build relationship with people that matter to your destiny, right? How to build relationship with people that matter to your destiny. Because at the end of the day, the opportunities you're looking for, they exist within the quality of network that you have. Some people say there are no jobs. Meanwhile, the problem they have is that they've not built the relationship for the kind of opportunities that they are looking for. And that's something we want to democratize here at the sixth edition of our virtual campus store. We are excited, we are pumped, we have some of our speakers on board already, we are getting more speakers to join. So make sure that you secure your spot, make sure you click the link. Anywhere you see our banner, our flyer, make sure you click, make sure you ask, maybe make sure you put in a comment that you want to be a part of it. We are going to get you on board. So do not be don't be deceived to think that somebody is somewhere, thinking about your life and how they can, help you to achieve success in your career. Don't be deceived. Don't be deceived, right? So be a part of this experience. We are going to expose you to a whole lot. The experiences of our speakers are going to amaze you. So make sure you're a part of the experience. Find a way to be a part of the experience. Comment somewhere in this live broadcast, and someone is going to respond to you with a link to get on board. Right? If you have graduated from the university and you are passionate about this same course, please comment also, and we're going to get in touch with you. If you know a bunch of university students that you think would benefit from what we are doing, please leave us a comment, and we are going to respond to you. Yes, we've come to the end of this session. If you are listening from wherever you are, you have questions, please do ask your questions right now. Do ask your questions. If you have any contributions to make, put it in the comments, and we're going to display it for our audience to see across our platforms, right? We're waiting. We have a lot of testimonies. We have a lot of people who have benefited from our program, right? We have a lot of them. And it is very important that you know that what we are doing, we've been doing for the past 5 years. Guys. And we've seen how that ordinary people have become, amazing solution providers, right? And amazing people who were timid are now so confident to even start their own personal project. People who did not think anything would happen. There are so many testimonials, and with time we are going to be rolling out some of our feedback videos, so that you hear from these guys, you hear from them, you see how that people's lives are changing by the day. People's lives are changing by the day, right? People's lives are changing by the day. People's lives are changing by the day. Let me see if I can play one of our testimonial videos for you to watch. So put your questions in the comment. If there are no questions, we're just going to call it a day. We're just going to call it a day. If there are no questions, we're just going to call it a day. So yes,
everyone, my name is
yes, this is one
Success
of our
Arereso, and I got to know about the Go for the Africa Virtual Campus so through Andrew Igbineweka. I ended up being a participant and also a moderator for the second and third edition of the campus tour. And this laid a solid foundation in my career as I was able to develop my skills as a moderator, where I was holding spaces for young people to actually learn and develop skills that are actually important in the marketplace. And also I was able to improve my public speaking skills as well. The campus tour propelled me into networking with other students and professionals from different parts of the country, and also opened doors of opportunity for me. Anytime I look back on my journey, I'm always grateful for Andrew and the whole team at Great Before Africa for creating.
My name is Sophia Joshua. I currently I want to testify of benefits that I've gotten from the virtual campus tour and from Going Before Africa. I met some Andrew.
So we have amazing people. For want of time, we're just going to go off right now. We have amazing people who have benefited from our trainings, and we can't wait to have you join us for this edition of the Virtual Campus Experience. We look forward to having you. Leave us a comment wherever you are. Leave us a comment, and you can always go back to our YouTube channel to watch this conversation over again. You can find it on our Facebook community. You can also find it on my personal page. You can always go back and watch it. Do not miss this experience. It's going to change your life forever, right? We look forward to seeing you on our platforms. Look forward to hearing from you. Goodbye and have a blessed evening.